These lessons are the guests' hearts on screen, a sacred space where we sit down with our younger selves and whisper the truths we wish we'd known sooner. These are the lessons the guests have gathered through tears, triumphs, and turning points, the ones that help them break free from self-doubt, release old stories, and step into their power. If you're healing, growing, or just needing to hear that you're not alone, this is for you. Each video is a love letter to the girl inside who's still learning, still healing, still becoming. You're not too late. You're not too much. You're exactly where you need to be. Press play. Let your younger self hear you now.
Hello, today I want to talk about standing in your fear. Standing in your fear is definitely not a comfortable thing to do. We've all had fears from varying different levels, I'm sure. I have a fear sometimes of talking in front of an empty camera. Yes, I do teaching. I have done online trainings. I've done online webinars. I've spoken in front of hundreds of people at conferences, but yet I still have a fear. I, for some reason, have got this fear probably from childhood when we were in middle school or elementary, actually, and we needed to watch the news and come back with a story and give a 2-minute kind of segment or newscast of that particular story that you saw in the news in your own words. And so that was kind of frightening for me. I was not a very beautiful looking young girl at the age of 7 or 8, glasses, kind of nerdy looking, didn't have necessarily a lot of friends, and was just afraid of being in front of people. So I had to get up in front of the entire class and worried that I was going to say something incorrectly, not that anybody knew what my topic was going to even be about or what I was going to say, whether I'd get it wrong or not. That was all on me, and I'd be the only one that would really know, but it was still fearful. It's something that, getting up in front of people is kind of intimidating, right? Because you don't know what kind of comments you're going to get from the audience. You're not going to be sure what kind of feedback you're going to get, or if somebody in the audience knows more than you and they might be questioning something. So it can bring out some fears for sure. And kind of brings me back sometimes to that younger self where I stood up there with sweaty palms and was so nervous, kind of shaking with my little index cards of my notes on them, what it was that I was going to say and hoping that I didn't mess it up. But I'm talking to a camera and I should not be having fear. So sometimes I need to mentally prepare myself to make that um, make that leap, I guess, to stand into my fear because I have to face it. I mean, it's pretty much what I do now for a living. I have to put my face out there in front of the public for hundreds and thousands potentially of people that will just see these videos and hope that it resonates with them. They don't know what I'm going to say. The feedback could be positive, it could be negative. But standing in this fear still rattles me a little bit. But at the same time, I do know that on the flip side of that, right, some information that I'm sharing, I'm hoping will resonate with a lot of ladies that are out there and it will help them to overcome their fears, as big or small as they might be, to be able to move forward in life so you don't feel stuck. Because we do feel stuck at times where you just feel paralyzed and you're not quite sure how to move forward. It's an intimidating thing, right? Standing in fear. But yet that fear can really propel you and elevate you to the next level. And you don't know what is beyond that fear if you face that fear. And then you might become, talking in front of millions of people someday and feel very comfortable. So getting to that point where you have the courage to do that says a lot, and it makes you more comfortable with yourself and with others, gives you more confidence, feels more empowering for sure to be able to do this and feel more comfortable with it. So my advice to my younger self is definitely to embrace the fear. Don't be afraid of it and petrified of it so that you freeze and cannot move forward, because there is something positive on the other side. I never, as a child, thought that I would be standing up in front of tons of people teaching. I always loved to teach. Wasn't sure how I was going to do that. And now I do that. And I do that for lots of individuals, and I do that potentially for lots of listeners that are out there watching videos. And it is rewarding when I do hear from various different clients or people that things that I have shared and educated them on has significantly helped them through struggles or challenges in their life. And that never would have happened if I did not continuously work on my own fears of public speaking and being able to, put myself out there in a spot that I never thought that I would be. So step into the fear because it can be beautiful on the other side.